Yeah. Yesterday was a tough watch. Let's not even front. I mean, Caleb's debut sucked. He sucked. He sucked all out. And from an unbiased point of view, I'm openly willing to admit that. But a lot of that is timing. See, the starters don't usually play, as far as QB is concerned, they don't usually play that much in the preseason, and a lot of that is timing because he had Keenan Allen wide open a couple times down the sideline, overthrew him. Those would have been very big chunk plays. Might have even been a touchdown, and the ones that he missed, the one that Keenan Allen dropped in the corner of the end zone by the pylon. He usually makes that catch 9 times out of 10, and the 10th time was yesterday. He dropped it. Caleb did put it right on his hands. You got to make that catch, but that doesn't absolve Caleb from his misses, his miscues, because there's a few times Keenan Allen was wide open. He overthrew him a couple times. And a couple of the passes that he threw was a little bit on the wrong shoulder side of the receiver. One was it was not Keenan Allen. It's not DJ Moore. It might have been Carter. He was coming over the middle, and he had to reach backward against where his momentum was going. And a lot of times quarterbacks do that to protect the receiver, because if there's a safety or a linebacker right there that's going to clean his clock, you don't put the ball on his front receiver. You put it on his back shoulder. But there was nobody there close enough for him to even do that. So the ball was it was a missed throw. It was on the wrong shoulder side. It could have been intercepted. But there's a lot to take away from this game. A lot of it is timing. I don't see Caleb missing those throws once the timing gets down. Practice and regular season game speed is different than preseason game speed. A lot of the guys Caleb was going up against are going to end up on the practice squad probably. Might even got cut from those teams. So the preseason is one speed as far as the NFL goes. Caleb really didn't play. Averaged 2 to 3 possessions in preseason. One game, I think the second game, maybe the third preseason game, he played the first half. But that's still preseason. The speed is totally different. So yesterday he got used to actual regular season NFL speed. Guys who are playing for their paychecks. These are professional athletes. They play for a living just like you. So the speed is going to be different. They have families to take care of and children to feed. So Caleb had to adjust to that. And if you add up all the time that he hasn't been on the field with the starters 100% of the time, because it's preseason, everything was disjointed. That offensive line still sucks. They was getting bullied up front the whole game. The Tennessee Titans 3-tech, that is a mammoth of a man, and he was tossing around our offensive line the whole damn game. No wonder Caleb was off target, and I'm not taking anything. Caleb got to eat that too. That's on him. Get those miscues right. But our offensive line is still trash. And the only reason why we had a solid running game past 3 years was because of Justin Field. Not his throwing ability, his running ability made it look like our running game was really good. And it's really not because our offensive line sucks. Khalil Herbert couldn't find any air. Swift is just, I mean, he had a few nice runs, but once the Titans defense clamped up and was like, all right, all they can do is run the ball because Caleb is misthrowing balls all over the field. So we just going to clamp down on y'all running game and force Caleb to beat us. And that's what Tennessee's game plan was. And that's going to be everybody's game plan until Caleb can get his timing right. Keenan Allen can actually hold on to touchdown passes. The offensive line can actually block like professionals for a change. But we're going to see. My thoughts, Caleb Williams' debut, he sucked. He sucked really bad. But hopefully it gets cleaned up in the coming weeks. We got the Texans this Sunday night. I'm going to be tapped in on that. And we're going to see what happens. But you know how it is. You know how we do. One way or another. Bear down, fool.